Dr. Shaw, meanwhile, continued to study her findings. His eyes moved carefully across each line, and as he flipped to the final page, his expression shifted to disbelief. "Dr. Preston, have you shown this to anyone else?" he asked, voice steady but laced with concern. Gail shook her head, feeling the weight of the moment. "No, not the full findings. I've gone over with my team, but honestly, it's been hard to get anyone's full attention with the holidays and everything going on," she said. "So what exactly are we looking at here?" Shaw pressed. "A mutation? A complete antibody takeover? The vaccine is doing its intended job when it first enters the body. The mRNA instructs the cells to produce the spike protein, and the immune system reacts by creating antibodies, just like we expected. But what we didn't foresee was that in a small subset of younger individuals, primarily under the age of 21, some of the spike proteins aren't being fully eliminated. You'd see we're observing something rare, something that only seems to manifest in younger patients. Their cells regenerate faster, and their immune systems are more adaptable. What we've found is that these lingering spike proteins are interacting with cellular receptors in a way we haven't seen before. Instead of being destroyed, they persist, moving through the body. Not mutating, but possibly integrating into other proteins." Shaw leaned forward, intrigued. "Integrating how?" "Most likely through receptor binding," Gail continued. "In younger individuals, particularly those whose cells are still rapidly dividing, we're seeing that these proteins are essentially blending into the body's natural processes. It's not altering DNA, but the spike proteins are finding a way to evade the immune system and bind to cells. It's almost as if their bodies are accepting these proteins as part of the natural cellular process. We believe that their regenerative capacity is allowing this interaction. The proteins seem to have a benign, if not beneficial, effect. They're not causing harm, at least not yet. If anything, the younger patients we've monitored seem to be showing increased cellular strength. We're seeing longer periods of immune activity, but without the usual inflammatory markers." Shaw leaned back, processing the implications. "So, we're talking about cellular strengthening, regenerative cells becoming more efficient. That would make sense in younger people, whose cells are already predisposed to regenerate faster than adults. Their systems could be processing the mRNA in ways we never accounted for." Gail nodded. "Exactly. The enhanced regenerative processes in younger people, combined with their immune system's flexibility, are allowing this anomaly to occur. We believe the spike proteins are acting almost like a booster, enhancing certain cellular functions without triggering an immune attack. And given the number of people taking the vaccine, if this anomaly spreads, we need to understand it fast."